As the IMF and World Bank deliberate in Washington, just a few blocks away, at the Future of Finance and Trade in Africa 2.0, a conference hosted by the George Washington University, key voices from across the continent and diaspora are exploring how digital transformation and sustainable finance can reshape African economies. On a panel exploring innovative strategies for infrastructure and sustainable development, former CFO of Nigeria's NNPCL, Umar Ajia Issa, recognizes Africa's strength to sustainable development.
What is important is that today in Africa, we have enormous resources, including natural gas, and the population. However, what is lacking is the capital. And Africa, as Alan said, can feed the world. It's not looking for grants or aids. It's looking for capital to invest in infrastructure.
He stresses the need for gas-based infrastructure to drive urban growth.
In reality, today, the focus is on gas to power, gas to industry, and gas to homes. And countries like Nigeria is in the forefront, with CNG initiative being pursued by the current government that will provide cheaper and cleaner energy for urban mobility.
But beyond energy, the conversation turned to capital and confidence. Ajia underscores that for investors, opportunity is nothing without assurance.
There are 5 issues the investors are looking for. 1, they are looking for is secure and safe environment for their capital. 2, they are looking for stable and transparent governance. Thirdly, they are looking for competitive fiscal environment where they can have adequate return on their investment relative to what they can get elsewhere. And of course, the ease of doing business. How easy is it to do business in Africa? From the point of getting visa for an investor to come into your country to the point of repatriating his profits. Is there any one-stop shop for getting all necessary governmental approvals or clearances? And is there enabling legislation that protects the sanctity of contracts? Once these are in place, the investor will not shy away from bringing funds into Africa because there is no 100% perfect safe environment in the world today, including here where we are in the United States. It's a question of and making efforts to convince the investor that we are ready for business. And I think our governments are trying, but we need to do more.
He also welcomed the summit's ambitions, but posed a crucial question. Are African financial institutions equipped to meet the scale of infrastructure financing needed?
You see, this conference or summit clearly is an opportunity for the Africans to convince the international investor that today Africa is ready for business. We also have financial institutions in Africa today, like African Development Bank, Afrexim Bank, African Finance Corporation, and lately Africa Energy Bank. But the totality of their capacity is not enough to fund the capital deficit needed to make Africa a global environment for investors to thrive.
Probably 3 or 4.
The takeaway is this. Africa's urban and digital transformation must be homegrown, not imported. Tailored strategies, strong institutions, these are the levers that will unlock Africa's promise. Nkechi Nana, Arise News, Washington.